And you might know me, you might know us. What I'm going to do in this video is explain what the subscription model entails, what's included in the subscription to the Art of Service environment, and what you can do with it, what the benefits are actually, what the real benefits are that you can get out of it. Why would you actually get it? Well, let me show you that quickly. So what you see here on the left hand side, that's what you're getting when you're subscribing to our data services. You'll get access to our Airtable environment. And let me make myself a bit smaller so you can actually see what's going on. There's the Airtable environment, and the Airtable environment consists of all our content that we have and the daily update on a company. We focus on one company. We're focusing on Tencent today, and Tencent's strategies, the questions they're asking themselves, and the answers they're looking for, and the type of organization that they need to be and are and want to be. From that, why? From that, you can learn, you can get benefits from what their approaches are, what they're doing, what they're focusing on, and take away what you should be doing, can be doing in your own organization, your own environment. Learn from that. And we're doing this on a daily basis. Apart from all the self-assessments that we're already producing, as you can see on your screen here, you see self-assessments. For instance, performance management, innovation, user training, risk appetite, even metaverse, value stream management, chief technology officer, operations management, etc. So, and it just goes on and on and on. The list goes down and down and down. I won't bore you with that. If you know us, you can look at store.theartofservice.com, and there you'll find all the assessments. What we're focusing on today is on Tencent, Tencent's critical capabilities and their priorities. Let's open it up. We're opening up the base here, and we host this in Airtable. Why Airtable? Because it's accessible from anywhere, and it's pretty straightforward to use. If you know your way around databases and Excel spreadsheets, this is what you get, and it makes it all very straightforward. So the data that we have in here is a grand total of 2764 members, as they call it. So criteria in here, questions and potential answers to those questions. Well, let's start with one column first. This one here, current issue. What we've done here is we focused all our questions around the areas that are the current focus of Tencent. So we get here revenue growth, that's big in their focus, machine learning, profit growth, user base, revenue streams, business services, advertising revenue, segment revenue, etc. So you get the idea. These are all the areas that Tencent focuses on. And what we've done then is, out of those areas, we have created the most important questions to ask in these areas that they're asking in these areas. And those are those areas here, the question. Then on top of that, you'll see that they're numbered: 392, 405, 405, 421, 432, etc. That number means how prioritized they are, how important they are to the organization to fulfill in relationship to their complete strategy, in relationship to their whole strategy. And that's defined by a number we call here Moscow score. Now, Moscow score is based on just how important the specific question is in relation to all the other questions. And when you keep doing that to each question and all the other questions, the most important questions come bubbling to the top automatically. What we have here also is answer single. So that's an idea that you can focus on to make sure that you're replying to the question in a way that is useful to you. So you think of these things. So consider your PR activities to build trust. How do you trust information on social networks? So that's an example here. And that's really helpful for to figure out, am I on the right track here? Moscow score, we have dealt with that. Responsibility, what we have in here also are job roles to each and every activity that is in here. So let me drag this a bit out so you can see job roles. So we need the content moderator to take care of this. How much time do you spend on social networks? So we can assign responsibilities to these people. And that's the beauty of Airtable. Once I've done this, I can simply, and see it here already, add a Gantt chart or a project management way of assigning tasks to people, and then take it from there. But I'll show you that as well. So we have the responsibilities, and here we have a short explanation of what the main area that we're focusing on actually is within Tencent. what it does. So if I need an explanation, current issue explanation, I can use this. All right, now how should I use this? Because it's a whole gamma of information. I can use it to search in, for instance, like for example, what are they doing with risk, or what are they doing with data? Let's see where the search function is. It is up here, sort, filter, add condition. I can search, for instance, where the question contains risk. Contains risk. Is the question is, I need to find another way of searching this. The most useful way of doing this, I was looking for a simple search field, but I can't seem to find it in this view, basically. So that's why I'm sort of going what's going on here. The most useful way of looking at this is going through your grid view, which I've added here, because now I can go through all the areas and have a look at the priorities by themselves. So now what we have here, this grid view is sorted on the highest priority. So 747 is the highest here, goes down 731, you can see going down here, 599, etc., etc. Now, what we see here now happening is that the most important questions, they come bubbling to the top. Is your organization portfolio business ambitious to achieve growth through rapid revenue optimization? What we're going to do now is simply answer these questions in relation to my own organization. So I'm looking at these things. Do we have applied an appropriate approach to forecasting growth? Can we account on industry portfolio for accounting fundamentals? Do we vet specific sponsors and establishment to include in our portfolio? Create a balanced innovation portfolio by incorporating various types of innovation activity and maintain a balance between increasing margins and in expanding the portfolio. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Now I'm going to have a look at the rating. So I'm going to answer these questions in my organization. So I'm doing these in my management teams. I'm doing this with my vendors. I'm doing this with the people that I'm working with, basically. Or I do it for myself to figure out what strategy should we be focusing on in our organization. So, is your organization or portfolio business ambitious to achieve growth through rapid revenue optimization? Question number one, most important question. In my opinion, we have the answer to this question clearly defined, yes or no. Do we have this clearly defined, yes or no? Is your organization or portfolio business ambitious to achieve growth through rapid revenue optimization? If I need some handholding, I can look at these areas. We've applied an appropriate approach to forecasting growth. Yeah, maybe. I think I'll give it a 3. 5 is fantastic. Account on industry portfolio for accounting fundamentals. Yeah, no, that's a deeper area than that one. Vet specific sponsors and establishments to include in our portfolio. Yeah, we do that. We keep an eye on the market. Create a balanced innovation portfolio by incorporating various types of innovation activity. We should be better at that, but I'll give it a 3. Maintain a balance between increasing margins and expanding the portfolio. We're keeping a tight ship. We're keeping a tight eye on that. So these are the areas that I'm comfortable with. Now, let's go to the next one. We'll do a couple, so we'll get an idea. You get an idea of what comes out of this. Should revenue growth derive from existing products and services or from new products or services? Interesting. Ensure there is no revenue loss by accurately recording and communicating your supplies. Yeah, we do that. We've got our ERP running. Implement an organizational form or structure that will allow for growth. Yeah, we're strong there. Update inventory based on revenue must be clearly defined as a measure of risk management. Well, no, not quite measure of risk management. What kind of risk are we holding in our organization? Question number 3, how do you architect a business model that delivers recurring revenue growth and profitability? Identify new revenue opportunities for your business by viewing sustainability as an opportunity to grow. Oh, that's interesting. We have started looking at sustainability, maybe that's Tencent, but Tencent's actually doing this. And if I want to follow that strategy, let's have a look at that. Hire a professional designer architect to draw your plans. Yeah, of course, that's pretty straightforward. We've got professional designer architects. Ensure transparency and accountability for each of the models. Ooh, growth and profitability. We could be stronger in that. So here we have the people that are related to that. So we can assign tasks to those people as well. Now, let's do two more questions. How do you create new digital business models, products, and revenue streams? So these are the five. We're doing the top five most important questions for Tencent. Collaborate to reduce cycle times to co-creation models. Oh, we don't do that. We could be better at that. We develop everything in-house. Implement blockchain or distributed ledger technology into business models. Interesting. Let's do that one. But we don't have it. We smelled at it. We sniffed at it. Allow people to collaborate on purchases and generate new income. That's interesting. Get clients and get users involved in what we're doing. We're not doing that, but that will be interesting for us to do. Calculate how it translated into revenue. Ooh, no, if we don't do the first one, let's give it a two. What are the major factors that determine revenue growth and need to be built into the business models? Develop new revenue streams by using the AI system match. No, we haven't got AI developed at all. Calculate the number of sales necessary to generate the desired revenue. Yeah, we've got that pretty much bet down. Conduct regular customer analysis to track revenue. Yeah, we do that. Provide feedback on the estimated revenue margin calculations. Yep, we do that in our forecasting. And now we've got one, two, three, four, five questions answered. So we've got the star system here. What I'm doing now is to figure out which areas we need to really focus on in our organization. I'm going to sort the stars, the ratings. I'm going to sort them by, let's see if they pop up like this. There we go. Highest to lowest. So what it does now is it sorted the ratings highest to lowest. The average is one. The average is here. Rating highest to lowest. Now, when we go here to the left-hand side, I can see what areas pop up that Tencent focuses on mostly in the top five questions. And if I do 100, I obviously get much better results than we have here. But now what I'm seeing here is I get to see what areas we need to focus on. If I go to the grid view unsorted, and that's all the questions that are in there as well, and I sort this on rating, sort 9 to 1, rating 9 to 1, sort, done. I get to see which areas we have just had a look at and which areas we're strong at and not strong at. So here you see we're relatively strong in revenue growth in the questions that are related to that. Mind you, we've only done 5 questions, and most of the top 5 questions are about revenue growth in Tencent because, hey, they're all about revenue growth. But we're not so strong here, as you can see here in the greener ones, in revenue streams, making sure that there's better and more revenue streams in place and explore that. So those are areas that we can get better in, revenue stream areas. Now, what do I do with those? I'm telling my marketing manager here, and I can fill in names here as well. The job is marketing manager. I can simply add a column here. It's a spreadsheet, and add John Murphy, who is our marketing manager. But I need to have an answer for this one. Calculate how it translates into revenue. Do we have this? So now I'm going to set that out, that activity, to make sure it's happening. Start date today, start date, end date, let's do it the 31st of August. And this one as well, the second one here, that's bad. What are the major factors that determine revenue growth and need to be built into the business model? Develop new revenue streams using the AI systems match. We need to do way more with AI. We're not great at that, so let's do that. Sales representative is in here, but I'd assign that to someone else, like a chief operating officer in my organization. So let's start today. This is going to take, I reckon, a bit more time. So let's say I want an answer, at least a feasibility study done in a month, maybe. Let's make it 2 weeks. Let's make it 2 weeks. There we go. So start date and end date. Why is this handy? This is handy because now when I click on a Gantt chart, then I'll get to see the overview of the tasks that we're actually working on, that we're doing in our organization. It takes a while to load because all the data is in here. There we go. So as you can remember, we've set out 2 tasks. We set out this one. What are the major factors that determine revenue growth and need to be built into the business model, and how do you create new digital business models, products, and revenue streams? So revenue stream and revenue growth, we're focusing on those ones. And I can get more detail when I focus in on the chart itself. On the chart itself. Oh, this is unclogging it. There we go. So this is the timeline, and I can move the timeline around to go like, yeah, let's do that. That's should be a bit longer, and who it is assigned to, and all that. And as you can see here, 2762 are hidden because we haven't assigned those tasks yet in our organization. Now this is really handy. I can manage my project from here and take care of organizing the things that need to be done in my organization. So this is where this comes in really handy and is useful. How you actually use this. You get to see a couple of things, many things actually. You get to see Tencent itself, what their strategy is for growth. So all their priorities. So these are all the questions. There are close to 1,000 questions, as you know from the self-assessments in there. But in this case, they're organized based on their Moscow score, so based on the highest priority they have in relationship to all the other ones. And their current issue, what they're aligned to, what's important in that relationship, is in there as well. Plus, an answer, something to look for in your organization. Are we doing that? Making sure that we do that. And we can assign those tasks to someone in our organization. These are the job roles that are assigned to that, and make sure that we get an answer back in our organization. That's what this is helpful for, and that's what our clients are using this for. So, should you want this, go to the link below, subscribe, $99 a month. You get access to everything, all of this. Plus, you get access, obviously, to the daily company that we're focusing on. Today, it's Tencent, and this was Tencent's critical capabilities and their priorities, and how to manage them in your own organization. That was me for now. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next time.